guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be one of my first holiday kit kind of reviews and swatches. I've been asking you guys on Snapchat and Twitter which kits you guys would like to see reviewed. So I thought I would go ahead and start off with Smashbox. I've received a ton of PR, and with the Sephora VIB sale currently going on, I have placed a couple of orders here and there. So yeah, if there's something that you guys are really wanting to see, be sure to let me know. I don't know if it's like the light reflecting off this eyelash or like a piece of dust, but I keep seeing something going across the lens and it's bugging me. So today I'm going to be talking about the Smashbox Light It Up collection. I believe total within the line there's either 6 or 7 items. I'm thinking 7. I have 3 of the items here, and honestly these were the 3 minus 1 that I was the most excited about. First kit we have, I just left the packaging inside. This is the Smashbox Light It Up LA Palettes Contour Blush and Highlight. This is an Ulta exclusive. I don't see it on the site anymore, but whenever I was in store at my local Ultas, I saw plenty in stock there. I don't know if it's going to be restocked online or not, but I will keep my eyes peeled for you and leave any links that I can find down below. This palette retails for $39, which I think is a great value. You get 9 blushes, so that's right under $5 per blush, which is, I'd say, pretty typical for a blush or drugstore blush. In fact, cheaper than a lot of drugstore blushes, because I think like the L'Oreal blushes are like 9 something, the Maybelline ones are maybe around 6. So these are probably most comparable price-wise to, I'd say, some of the NYX blushes. So here is the actual palette. Now, I do like the size of it. I know some may think that it looks a bit large, but I think this is perfect for traveling because then you wouldn't have to pack a separate mirror to get ready in, and the mirror stays up as long as it's like at the right angle. Once you go too far down, then obviously it gets too heavy, but right around this area, a little bit more than 90 degrees, it still stays propped up. So you can get ready right in the mirror, which is super nice. And then inside, as I mentioned, you have the 9 blushes. The top row is mainly kind of corals and pinks. Then you have your berry tones and then these nice kind of bronzy neutral shades. All of them do swatch really nicely. They're buttery to the swatch, and I will say the swatches are pretty spot on with how they translate onto your face. The only thing is I did notice these 2 shades here, True Flush and Highlight Gold, feel a bit drier to the touch, but they do still apply very nicely. Now, as you can see over here, you do have 3 highlights. So Highlight Coral, Highlight Berry, and Highlight Gold. Highlight Gold is really the only true highlight for my skin tone. I find the other 2 shades to work best as a blush topper, at least for me. Perhaps if you have a deeper skin tone, they may translate better as an actual highlight. But on me, like, the Highlight Coral is definitely coral, the Highlight Berry is definitely pink, so it's just not really a standalone highlight shade for my type of skin tone. But overall, I really do like the palette. I think the price is perfect for it. The packaging's nice. Also, the package that it comes in, you could definitely reuse this as like some sort of makeup storage. So this is just a sleeve that comes off. The lid does have Smashbox on it, but if you remove the little plastic insert and whatnot, if you guys store your makeup in those acrylic drawers or IKEA drawers, these are pretty shallow, so you could store them right in there and do like individual shadows, lipsticks, lip liners, eyeliners. The thing that I did want to mention, I just realized I forgot to say, the packaging, it's not the true matte, I just spat everywhere, gross. It's not the true matte like rubberized packaging as the NARS, but it has some sort of finish on it that picks up any little scratch or like fingerprint. So see what I mean? Like, even just like any oils from your fingers, it picks that up. I mean, I'm sure you could clean it off. That's not a big deal because what really matters are the products inside. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that quickly. So a quick close-up of the blushes, because I know this is available at both Sephora and Ulta. The final one that I have, I think I saw it in Ulta, but I know it's at like Nordstrom and Macy's. Like I said, I will have all the links down below. So this is the Smashbox Light It Up 3 palette set, eyes, contour, and lips. This says it's an $82 value for $45. Now, I will say I was just on Ulta's site this morning, and this is currently on sale for $39. I don't know if it's permanently marked down or not, but it's still full price on Sephora. This is more of a long rectangular shape. Same thing, you have this cute little plastic packaging, and then inside you have 3 miniature palettes. This is great because it's almost like kind of like a sample set, I guess, of the Smashbox line. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the eyes. I am wearing 3 of the shadows in here, but the main like shimmery shade that you see on my inner corner, that is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Meow. So all of the compacts look the same except for the little writing on the bottom. One says eyes, one says lips, one says, does it say cheek or face? Oh no, it says contour. So inside here, these are the PhotoOp eyeshadows: Vanilla, Flamingo, Russet, Totally Nude, Amethyst, and then Dark Cocoa. So on my lids right now, I have Dark Cocoa in the outer corner, I have Amethyst on my brow bone, and then I have Totally Nude. Wait, just kidding. No, it's this one here. I have Russet in the crease. So overall, the pigmentation of these are nice, but the main complaint I have is that even while you're blending, the color still looks nice. With the richer shades, they definitely like somehow disappear and fade throughout the day. It's like my eyes just eat them. I don't have any problems with like the lighter tones, but for instance, Dark Cocoa, earlier my outer corner was like saturated with this shade, and as you can see, it's definitely faded down a ton. It's not bad, but I definitely feel like I have other shadows that perform much better than these. Upon first application, they are super pigmented and pretty. They're not bad shadows by any means, but I just don't feel like they last quite as long as some of my other shadows. The final palette you have in the trio is the lips. So this is full of the Be Legendary lipsticks. Now I haven't tried every shade, but I have tried a majority of them. If you guys watch my October favorites, you know I have been loving the Smashbox Be Legendary lipsticks. I think the formula is beautiful. The color range is amazing. The only thing is I just don't find this to be that practical for my lifestyle. I definitely find it easier to have an actual lipstick or a lip gloss in my purse, more so than a lip palette. Also, this doesn't come with a brush, which I feel like it's definitely essential with a lip palette. I looked all over to make sure I wasn't missing it, to see if there was like a secret drawer or anything, but there's not a lip palette, or a lip brush. So along with this, you would have to pack like some sort of lip brush, which I realize isn't a big deal for a lot of people. Half the time those are very compact. But you know, this isn't something that I really want to like dig my finger in. I definitely do want to use a brush if I'm on the go. If I'm at home and I have like hand sanitizer right there, which I have hand sanitizer in my purse. But basically what I'm saying is overall for me, I definitely think it's more convenient to have an actual standalone lipstick or a lip gloss more so than a lip palette. But these are actual shades that are in the Be Legendary lipstick family, which I was really excited to see Cognac, because I don't have that shade. I don't think, unless one came in the recent PR package, but that's one that I've been curious about for a while. These do apply nicely. Some of them are a bit more sheer. Like I feel like you would definitely get better color payoff if you had the actual lipstick bullet to glide back and forth. I would say over this one, oh no, I said this was the third and final. I forgot to show you guys the contour palette. What am I talking about? What I was saying is if you were more interested in these Smashbox lip products, they have a miniature set of the Be Legendary lipsticks. There's 6 of the mini lipsticks as well as the lip mattifier. I think that one is $29. So if you weren't as interested in the eyeshadows or the contour palette that I'm about to show you, I definitely think that that would be a better product to get, more so than this one. These aren't bad by any means. I just find regular lipstick bullets and glosses just to be much easier to work with. Starting from my wrist, we have Cognac, Pretty Social, Inspiration, First Time Matte, Jam On It Matte, and then Being Matte. So obviously these 3 shades here are the matte formula, and then these are just the classic cream formulas. Now moving on to the actual final palette in the trio, this is the contour palette. I was really excited about this one until I opened it. Now don't get me wrong, the formula of these are beautiful. I actually swatched the full-size normal contour kit in Ulta side by side, and I would say that they seemed pretty spot on. They're just as buttery, just as pigmented, they blend beautifully, but for a contour palette, those are pretty tiny. So just for instance, let me grab okay, I don't want to fish around for a regular brush, but just for instance, this is a blush brush. This isn't the one that I would typically use with like a contour powder. I have another one that I prefer, but just look at this next to this. You would have to grab this and almost like squish it down and get in there, and then that almost like picks up too much on the brush. Like it's almost like too much of a saturated pigment. I guess you could go through and sweep all the way across if you wanted to do like some sort of custom mixture, but that's the only thing. The product in the actual palette, they're great, but the size is just really hard to work with. I would almost say like they should have maybe skipped out on either the warm tone in the middle or the highlight shade and just done a split pan with 2 larger products, just because those are really hard to get your brush in if you're wanting to do like a nice clean application. If you just went in without flattening your brush, you could either end up picking up this one or this one and basically just end up with product that you didn't actually want on your face. So there are the 3 shades. I realize those are kind of messy swatches. The deepest shade is definitely the most ideal for contouring. As you can see, it's definitely cool toned. The middle shade is definitely more warm, not quite as ideal for contouring. And then this shade here, the highlighting shade, is definitely more of like a matte, not matte, I guess satin finish. There's very subtle sheen in there. So you could definitely use that as like an under eye setting powder if you went in lightly. So my overall thoughts for this trio, personally, this is one I would pass on unless you're someone who really loves lip palettes. That's the way you normally apply your lips. You don't have too many eyeshadows, and this probably would be a great value for you, especially if you haven't really played with Smashbox much. But this one just wasn't really a favorite for me. But like I said, if you are interested in that, definitely check out Ulta because I did see that it was on sale for $39. Okay, and then the final Smashbox kit I have for you guys, this is another lighted up product. This is the Gloss to Go set. It's a $90 value and it's $25. For whatever reason, I've been so into glosses lately. Usually I'm more of like a liquid lipstick person, but I've really been into like glosses, especially like the ColourPop glossy lips. I think that's kind of what like sparked it, and ever since then I've been like all over glosses. So in here you have 5 of these Smashbox glosses. The doe foot applicator is more of like, well, I guess it's not actually a doe foot then, or are those all still considered doe foots? It's one of those longer hourglass shaped applicators. So just starting off with this one, because this is what I have on my lips, which I need to reapply. This one is called Lilac Light. And as you can see, just this really cute lilac shade, just to compare next to, do I have a gloss sitting here somewhere? Let me go grab, or actually here, I'm just gonna use this. This is one of the Tarte Lippy Lingerie, so side by side. I mean, it is a smaller product, but that's still quite a bit of gloss. I just put my hand right over that candle. Oh, girl. So this is Lilac Light, just a really cute light purple shade. And as you can see, it's like one of those slightly tapered applicators. Maybe not quite hourglass, but one of those that you can kind of just clamp your lips over and glide across. So this is what I have on right now. And then let me pull out the other shades in here. So you have this really cute kind of coral tangerine called Orange Light, kind of matches the plastic packaging. A really cute pinky berry color called Fuchsia Light. This one looks like the most sheer out of all of them with tons of glitter. And then finally you have a red called Ruby Light. If you like red lips but you're afraid of something super bold and opaque, this would be a great option because it does still have good color payoff without being like bam in your face, like straight up pigmented blue-based red. Another thing that I wanted to quickly mention both about this trio and this lip gloss set, if you're someone who is buying for like a lot of friends, your classmates, your sisters, or if you're wanting good stocking stuffers, these are always great to break apart, and you could just like put on a cute ribbon on this, or like get one of those clear plastic ornaments. You can get them at Hobby Lobby for like $1. Put this in there with like glitter or something, that would be really cute. So there you'd have like 5 little friends to have stocking stuffers for what, $29? So that's just an option, and then you can always like keep whatever extras if you don't have 5 friends that you want to give lip glosses to. But I was really happy with this set. Didn't have like an insane amount of lipsticks. I probably would go out and purchase the Smashbox Be Legendary kit just because I love that formula, but I have so many of those already. But if you are a lipstick junkie and you're looking to expand your collection and you like the Smashbox formula, I would definitely recommend checking those out. All right, y'all, so those are all of the holiday sets that I got from Smashbox. Be sure to let me know which collection or kit you guys would like to see next, especially like pretty soon since the VIB sale is going on. That way I can get it for a discount, hop on here and review it for you guys. Let me know if you plan on getting any of these sets or which ones you guys do have your little peepas on. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It would totally make my day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!